Barkley's birthday bash chaos. So last weekend, my cousin Greg decided it was time to celebrate his dog, Barkley's, third birthday. Greg isn't exactly known for his subtlety or planning skills. He's the kind of guy who brings a kazoo to a book club. Still, he was determined to throw Barkley a surprise party, as if Barkley's daily routine of eating, napping, and barking at the mailman would somehow be interrupted by a room full of party hats and dog treats. Greg asked me to help with invitations, but insisted on handling the guest list himself. "Don't worry," he said, "I've got a system." 2 days later, Greg calls me in a panic. "I think I might have overdone it," he says. Apparently, he'd used some online address finder and decided to invite every house in town that started with Barkdale, Barkwood, Barkview, you name it. He reasoned, and I quote, "If they live on a Bark street, they've gotta love dogs, right?" Invitations were sent. The party was set for Saturday at noon. Greg was convinced we'd have a modest turnout, maybe a few other dog owners. I was mostly convinced we'd eat too much cake and Barkley would eat too much everything else. Saturday arrives, and I kid you not, at 11:45 a.m., the first guest rolls up, a guy in a full dog costume named Sparky from Barkdale Avenue. Then, a family of 5 from Barkwood pulls up, all wearing matching Positive Vibes Only shirts, dragging along 3 poodles and a very confused cat. Within half an hour, it's absolute mayhem. There are people in pooches everywhere. One guy only came because his GPS auto-corrected Bark to Park and he thought it was a chess club, but he stayed for the snacks. Greg tried to organize a game of musical chairs, but it devolved into musical laps. With Barkley as the self-declared referee, he just barked at everyone indiscriminately. By the time the cake was served, Barkley seemed to be the only one not overwhelmed. There were so many dogs in the backyard, it looked less like a birthday party and more like a canine convention sponsored by Chaos Incorporated. Greg stood in the middle of the yard, surveying the madness, and sighed, "Well, I guess you could say this party really turned into a rough crowd."